Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Kyle Cheerblood. I have my lovely host.
Hi.
And Miss McElroy here from
Yes.
the Powerhouse.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yes. This is a little bit about you. You're the president and founder of a flawless film production company, a mother of, okay, I can't even say this next. I can't even say this. A mother of 2 teens.
Yes, ma'am.
Get out of here.
One's off at college now,
Oh my gosh.
All
right, this doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But bless your heart and soul. Who has spent over 2 decades, again, I can't say these things, working as an actress and writer. In that time, you've appeared on many films and TV shows, including The Young and the Restless. Were you on that one?
General Hospital.
Okay. We talked about this. Pixar's WALL-E. You've been a guest on radio shows as The Jason Ellis Show, Shade 45 with Rue Jude, and Playboy Radio. More recently, you co-wrote, produced, and starred in the horror film, which is terrifying, Shady Grove, while finding time to co-host the Donnell Rawlings Show podcast and appearing as a cultural critic regular on MSNBC's Simone. I mean, what? When do you have time to just chill?
Is your day like 35 hours long? I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, I'm here now too.
Yeah.
You're not aging, so all right. That's
we want to do everything that you're doing.
Right.
Well, that's living life. I do everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
I ask random guys on the street what their studio is all about.
That's how this happened, right?
I was walking my daughter to school, and I was like,
did she go to over here?
Uh-huh,
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yep. So it's just, you like, what was the word that you guys used before? The connectricity of life. If you stay connected to everything, you stay looking young.
Yes, I love all of that.
Did you coin that phrase? You got to coin that.
He coined that phrase, but it's a Duffy phrase.
It's a Duffy phrase.
But I'm going to use it and add it to my skincare.
Yes, I love it so much. This is so good.
It's great.
Just following your joy. I mean, you do so much. What brings you the most joy?
Just to kind of jump off what Duffy was saying, the most joy for me is creating. You should have saw. I'm fine getting in here and interviewing and talking to you guys, but when that trailer came on and watching you, I stayed on you guys' faces on the screen. That is what it's the entertaining and the creating and seeing how people take it in. That's what it is for me. And I've been doing it over 20 years. I started doing some of people's favorite music videos back in the day.
Amazing. Which ones?
Like I did Party Up, Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind.
Up in here.
Yeah.
So there was an original video. I had never actually talked about this in public. Aaliyah was in it.
Amazing.
So I got the opportunity to work with Aaliyah, rest in peace. Then I worked with her on The Matrix because she was on The Matrix 2 and 3, but unfortunately she had passed.
Right.
So they recasted it. But I got to spend so much time with her. We played 10 Fingers, Truth or Dare at the hotel in the middle of the night. With Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So jelly.
No, so all these stories that I have in the connectivity or connectricity. All these people I've got to meet along the way over these last, over 20 years. It's always been those moments. It wasn't about The Matrix. It was about those moments that I remember.
The people.
On our downtime, we had a big drum circle because we're all the people of Zion, or
like Brooklyn.
we were the Zion people. No, we're up north. We're up in near Emeryville.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that near you?
No.
Okay. No.
So it's just like all these memories that I've been able to form over these years from the music videos, which that world I didn't like, to working at the Playboy Mansion, to that's a whole nother story. Hang out with you. Yeah.
How much time do we have?
I know. There's what can we dig into my bag of tricks?
You're a magician too.
A magician of life.
She looks at the bag of cards too.
Yeah. What do you need to know? Who do you want to know about? No.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want to get a little detailed on this project.
Yes. Shady Grove.
Shady Grove. What inspired the project? Yes.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Okay. Stay.
All the hotels are booked. I found this big old cabin for $200.
Get ready to throw a little shindig, little party at the rental. You should stop by when we get off from here.
This town might be full of tents. So chill. We about to have a good old time in where we go? Shady Grove. They got a fire pit. And that's like at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna have 7 a.m. s'mores. What you talking about?
Do you guys smell something?
Or what?
I don't know, something rotten.
Guys, there's something down here!
I think you did hear something out there. There's all kinds of spooky stuff out in the forest there, but doesn't mean that any of it meant you any harm.
I want to go. We can find a cheap motel along the way. I don't care, but this place is really freaking me out. Why do they walk from us?
No.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And Chris Cozy, my composer, killed that.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want the original song's like a banjo kind of met a girl in Shady Grove. And I was like, I want this slow down and creepy.
Oh, it's so
and
creepy.
He did just that. It was like the I was like, oh, okay.
This is awesome. This is gonna be huge. I'm so excited. When does it come out?
It's coming out October 25th. It will actually be on Amazon and iTunes as of the 25th.
So
great.
cool.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
How long did it take to shoot?
We did 18 days.
Okay.
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
6-day weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. The initial question was, what inspired the project?
So my writing partner and I have been writing together for 10 years now, and we have a whole computer full of different scripts because we just keep popping these out. This one was, we're like, what are we going to do next? So something about my writing partner is named Nathan Dalton. He is a child of 2 researchers, and they're botanist researchers. So they spent a lot of time in the woods and would have him out in the middle of the woods. And he's like, I've always wanted to do a horror in the woods. And then so we started thinking about people of the woods, who's out there, who are the scary people? So something about Shady Grove, it's an all-woman town, and they're all beautiful women that eerily look the same.
Okay.
I love it.
So in that we got into Greek mythology and got into the Thesmophoria, which is an all-women festival where the women were blamed for fertility of their bodies, of the gardens and everything. They would have to go away. They would go away for 3 days. No one really knew what they did. They would go away for 3 days, and one thing that they did do is they would bury a pig carcass and exhume it the next year.
What?
And that was part to bring fertility to the crops and everything. I don't know. I hope so. But the women, when things weren't going right, the women were blamed. They were punished, beaten, all kinds of crazy things. So it made us think like, what if these women today were still living in that? We're gonna let them blame us for this?
Right.
So now we have the all-woman town, and now you have to see what it's about.
I love it.
I got like a Hills Have Eyes meets Midsummer.
A lot of people have said that.
Okay.
We wrote this quite a while ago, and when Midsummer came out, Nate texted me like, Nikki, have you seen the Midsummer? I was like, no!
Yeah, you
but it's
have that
still
feeling.
enough different. They're still different enough.
Okay.
So
I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a scary movie person or like thriller person, but like this one looks like it's
still fun.
It looks so fun. It looks so fun, and it makes me want to. Yeah, you could totally take somebody on a date for this, or like
you could.
You're gonna like hold her hand
For sure.
Yes.
And the characters are so much fun. You're in this.
I'm playing Shayna, and what I love about Shayna is it's not one of those stories where like, let's keep staying. No, in the beginning she's like, I don't like it here. Let's go.
Right.
Like she's actually saying something smart.
Yes. Right. Something actual really reactive. Right.
This is weird. Like, let's just leave. We'll catch up to him later. You know?
Which makes it a better story. We want to see what held you back. Like,
exactly.
Right.
Yep.
This is so fun. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Thank you,
And
guys.
who was your cinematographer? He did a
Yes,
fantastic job.
Jason Cohen, and then our
Fantastic.
director was Del Restaghini. Dale is
Okay.
known for doing some of the hottest music videos that we know.
Okay.
He's done like all of Soulja Boys and
Okay.
and
Wow.
so it was fun to get his eye on a horror film too, and mix with Jason that was
with
able
Jason.
to do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see a little tint of like music can go to almost every shot.
That's
You know
almost
what I mean? Like,
exactly.
he has like an eye for like a rhythm, like a tone. I'm sorry, I make films a lot, so I'm like,
Oh yeah, so you see it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so it's like it's a horror, but like it's gonna have a different feel to it as well, a different rhythm.
right.
Yeah.
It's not like grading a sharp object on a floor. It's more of like a bouncing kind of a.
It's gonna be fun.
feel.
It's gonna be a fun
It's gonna
ride.
be a fun ride.
I literally was just thinking that. I feel like I was on a ride.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a ride.
You felt like you were on a ride. I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like a
like
scary ride.
Yeah.
It's hard to
So
get
it
Michelle
worked.
like
What we did
Yeah.
worked.
It's hard to get like horror movies, so you did something right for sure.
No,
Well, hopefully you do watch it.
I will for sure watch it
make
because
sure.
you're sitting here and telling me about it. It's
yeah.
awesome, and I love what went into it. And
A lot, what blood, sweat, and tears.
yes,
So mostly women. Oh, sorry.
I love that, and yeah, the town of women, like that's awesome.
The casting was mostly women.
Yes, we did have the reason we went with this is lower budget. So we have a smaller cast.
Okay.
So yeah, cast mostly women.
So cool.
And then the 2 men. There's 2 men.
You guys had just 2 men in the whole cast.
That's awesome.
They did great.
Well, sorry, 3, but you saw he
He's no longer with us.
our young Muhammad.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Cool.
So you're making films.
Yes.
Anything else that's primary interest of yours?
We're
besides-
working on getting funded a new one right now. It's going to
okay.
be starring Eamon Joseph, that you know from Snowfall. He's the uncle in Snowfall.
Awesome.
Amazing.
So we're working on that funding and doing all those meetings now.
Great.
That's going to be the next project. But we also have quite a few other horrors that I'm also pitching regularly and trying to get the funding. Yeah, so we have a plan. We have a plan.
You have a
I
plan.
love
Yeah.
that. You know
Yeah.
what's so funny is that like when you meet you would never think that you would make a horror film.
I know.
And I
We
love
have so
that.
many thrillers and horrors. We've been into a lot of big rooms to say that. And we have another film, La Sombra Negra, that did really good out in the marketplace.
awesome.
That had us in like all the biggest rooms. And
Oh, great.
So cool.
but that one was funny because that one, there's a lot of crazy kills. It's about, MS-13.
Yeah.
And La
Mexican.
Sombra Negra is a real hit squad in El Salvador.
Really?
So but that's funny is because everything's research based. So all the kills and stuff are just stuff that we read.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we walk in, and my writing partner, he's just funny too. And we walk in, they sit with us, and we're just bouncing back and forth. They're like, "Wait,
Huh?
Yeah.
you guys wrote this? You guys must be insane."
Yeah. Like you expect the Undertaker to walk in when you look at something like this.
Yeah, no, you're like, you guys must be crazy because it's like we did not expect you to.
So what inspires you to keep to stay in that horror? You love that horror lane.
We do love that horror lane. One, it's really, they're fun to make. They're easy to make. You don't need the big names. You can make them for a little bit lower budget. And it's still fun to make.
Yeah.
Or we can go and
sure.
up the, or we go make ourselves crazy, up the money, the cost, and getting these big names and stuff. We're like, but we still have fun doing this.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I was in a horror film in DC, and like it was easy for me to be in it, but not to watch it.
Did you watch it?
I watched part of my scene, and I was like, actually, it's so funny. My character. Like I end up getting whacked. But like my character had like all this neck stuff, like because
prosthetics.
Yeah, prosthetics.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. I'll have to like bring the footage and the photo of it. But so after we wrapped, I was like, so do I just take this off or can I leave it on? They're like, I dare you to go to Starbucks like that. And I went to Starbucks like that to go get a coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Fun. That's
It was
always
so
fun.
It was so fun, but watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I was in this. But that's so cool. I love it. I love it so much. Since you're all about like games and like putting on like, a fun ride, would you like to play a game with us?
Let's play.
Okay, so this game, it's not as scary, but it's called, oh, you have a dating show. Do you have a dating show?
It's good.
Oh, well, no. He asked if I was ever on a dating show.
were you on
and
a
I
dating
was
show?
years ago.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many different things. You guys are gonna slowly pull out all these things I've ever done.
We're gonna cherry pick. We're gonna cherry pick.
So I was in the first season of Baggage. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
That's so cool. You know,
With Jerry Springer.
I was on Baggage.
You see?
Yes, I was on Baggage. But wait, were you the contestant? Or
No, I was one of the people, and I won.
People?
Yeah, and I won. I don't know what I won exactly, but I won.
What do you have to do? I don't know.
You have to come and you have to say what you like. Each round they reveal a different baggage. You know, we all come with our own baggage.
Yeah, right. Like a suitcase,
yeah,
right?
Yes, and
if I can remember correctly.
And they tell you go in knowing what your baggage is, and they tell you, you know, the person's watching. You say you're the lead guy, you're the bachelor,
okay,
and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with someone that has this baggage, and so they'll let you go based on your baggage, not knowing who it belongs to, and you're looking at us three, and you don't know who that baggage belongs to.
That's a good dating.
But you visually, you're like, I want to keep this person.
Right.
Like, dang, I don't like her baggage.
I feel like this would be a good exercise for me.
Yeah.
It's a good exercise. It's
For
really.
sure.
I remember doing it. It was it was my sign where I was like, if I go to LA and I audition for something and I get it, I'm gonna stay. And I remember I auditioned for Baggage.
Yes.
And then I got it, and I was like, well, I guess I'm moving to Los Angeles.
Didn't have enough baggage to leave.
Said that my baggage was ridiculous. It was just so silly. It was like something like my ex-boyfriend became a Catholic priest.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that was mine.
I can't even tell you what mine were.
Did you end up going on the date with the guy?
Yes, we actually went out on a date and they paid for it and everything.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They paid. The producers paid for it?
they give us money for the date.
Did they film it?
No.
Yeah, that's
They just gave us money to go on a date, and so we went. We just went out around West Hollywood.
Okay.
We both lived in the area.
That's so fun.
I love your attitude about it. She's like, yeah, we just went around.
I find the footage from
That's what I said. I don't know what I
There
actually
was a show,
won.
not the date, you know what I mean? Yeah.
A little bit of cash in my pocket.
Cash in your pocket.
So
Yeah.
we have our own dating game.
Oh yeah.
Flags is the
For
same
sure.
thing.
It's the same thing. Here, I'll pass it to her.
I said because I co-produce on this show.
There you go.
I'm always coming up with segment ideas, and I thought it was really fun for every time Kyle and I would talk about dating someone, we'd be like, "That's a red flag." And I was like, it'd be really cool if we played a game called Red Flags with our guests.
Yes.
Little did I know, Amazon already had a game, so you know how that goes.
This is gonna be fun. Oh my
so
gosh.
we're gonna pull
Love
a
this.
card.
Love this game.
Whether you're dating or single or not single, you can still play. So right. Where's my paddle?
Oh, it's over there actually. Can you grab that paddle right there?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just in case
Look at what it says.
the viewers need to know.
not dating.
Or
We
not,
have to-
because we like get.
We just have to raise it every 5 minutes.
Dating?
Yeah.
We're like, no, we just
we're not dating.
We're not dating. We're just very
We get into
close.
these little
You guys
debates.
get along so
We get
well.
along
We
so
do.
well. We must have been siblings or like married in a previous life because
Something.
You guys could be
sometimes-
soulmates from the same batch.
Okay,
Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Tell her.
You tell her.
You want to tell her? Show her the cards.
Okay.
This is
Maybe
why.
do
You see
two
like
cards.
a. Okay.
Filling each other's sentences. My writing partner and I do the same thing.
Right. It's just like we're work soulmates. So she goes on the first day
First
we'd be
day.
working together.
These are oracle cards that I got in Joshua Tree, and they just kind of spoke to me. And they're like kind of expensive, actually. I was like, am I gonna pay
You're
this
speaking
much?
really loudly.
I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna buy them. And so then I bought them and I brought them to the show. And I was like, Kyle, you know what we should do? We should pull a card. It's our first show. Our first show.
First show, first time.
Let's pull a card. And he pulls the card and he gets soulmates.
Aww,
Yeah, it's
so
really
it's true.
sweet. Yeah,
True.
we're work soulmates.
And the fact that you just
I'm
said it.
intuitive, so
Yeah. You
my
are
work
very
soulmate.
intuitive.
Yeah, we worked together on a show that I created called The Charlotte Chronicles, and he played somebody. He was supposed to. So somebody else was supposed to play his part, and then the director was like, "I know somebody who would be great," and I literally just met him like right before we were supposed to go on set.
Basically, I feel like we met in the scene.
We
honestly,
did meet in the scene.
Yeah, like our scene together. I was like, "Hey, I'm
I
Kyle.
never
Nice
met
to
you
meet
in
you."
person.
And we were supposed to be like love interests.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Kyle."
Yeah, it's a really
Easy breezy, and it was.
It was.
We actually when they
you
called
were
action
dating at one point.
in a show.
on the show.
On a show. Yeah.
So all you have to say yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, actually, our characters
Clarify.
never dated. It was like very much
right.
will they, won't they? It kept
Yeah,
running
we kept running into each other. Yeah.
at like the most ill-opportune time.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
It was fun.
It was super
You wrote
fun.
it, so
I wrote
yeah.
it. It was really fun.
We're all filmmakers
Yeah,
here,
we're all
and so
filmmakers.
I definitely appreciate your hard work and like the. It takes a lot to have an idea. and just go with it and execute it and finish it. Finishing it in this town is something totally different from having the idea.
I could see how it can happen because just we were done filming it, and then you have more hurdles. There's constant hurdles.
That was my other question. Before we play this clip, what's your favorite pre-production or post?
I like the pre-production because it's almost like when you come up with a new company. Like I don't know, I like building companies. I've owned a daycare. I've done all kinds of things.
Okay.
I love creating.
Candles?
Yep. Oh yeah, they're great. They're bourbon scented candles. We all get them. McElroy Peaks.
We got to get some of these on.
Masculine black, like made for like.
Love it.
I like masculine scents as well.
Yeah.
So, but I made them more for males. Like
Where can we find these?
Online or at my house.
Nice. I'm gonna have to grab one of those candles.
But I need to figure out how to get it onto Amazon too. Hey Amazon.
It's
Get it onto Amazon.
Yeah.
But I wrap it in burlap. They're high-end candles because I used to work in the high-end fragrance world and worked with a lot of high-end candles.
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite is pre because like that's when you're coming up with logos and that's when you're coming out with sounds. And just the creating. The post side is like everything's been created.
I know.
Okay.
You're like,
My favorite post. I love posts.
you?
Because they get to sit there in front of the computer with all this footage and like.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Editing is a whole different thing. I'm not talking about editing. I'm talking about like the post. Now
Like-
we're dealing with distribution and all of that.
Distribution. Yeah. That's a drag.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
This is how Kyle and I met. Oh, literally in the elevator. Oh, 6 months.
Cute.
I just adopted a dog, actually.
Yeah, the little one, right?
Oh, you noticed me. I mean, you noticed Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, how could I forget such a cute face? I'm Michael. And this is Laura.
Michelle. Face.
You're not gonna go out in public with that on, are you? Girl, you gotta tell Charlotte to wait.
This is like a couple hours later. Keep running into this guy.
Hey!
Hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Great. Have a good night.
You too. Bye, beautiful.
And that's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met.
And that's how we met.
Mad Idris vibes.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. I don't see it here, but like with I think it's the whole
the hat.
beanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is the other day we had somebody who stopped by was like, "Do you ever get told you're Idris Elba?" He's like, "I don't see it." I was like, "Get out of here with that! Get out of here with that!" Yeah, right. Mad Idris vibes.
Certain characters I play like come across a little bit more suave, and I think that's where the Idris comes out. Yeah.
Get your British accent on.
I can actually.
Oh boy. Here we go. All right.
It's not a problem.
Red flag.
He has accents ready to go.
All right. So I'm gonna pull a red flag.
How fast that red flag came out. That was
that's
hilarious.
not a red flag.
That's great.
Okay.
Red flag tends to be a
I don't
little
even
basic.
think
Is this where you ask me? You were going to ask me something?
All of
Okay.
us.
That's all. I get the group decision.
Okay. I don't even know does this still exist?
Well, I have a good one.
Only communicates with you via fax.
Facts.
That's a red flag all day.
What is he like?
Facts.
92?
Yeah, is he living in the woods? And is he living in Shady Grove?
Yeah, right?
Do people actually fax things anymore?
Can you use a fax anymore?
I don't know.
You can fax things to your phone now.
Oh, you can?
Like photos
Like
and
a
whatnot.
scan?
People that
you
need
can
it.
scan. Oh, yeah, like you can scan stuff?
Yeah.
Scanning.
So he only communicates. Yeah, that's a red flag.
How about this one?
Okay.
Steals locks of your hair.
Red flag.
Is he a hairstylist?
Oh,
What if he
that's-
is?
Is he giving it to Locks of Love?
Oh.
These are good questions.
Stealing is a whole nother thing, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna rate as a half. As a half. We're gonna give a
I feel
halfie.
like this might be in a next movie of yours.
Right.
Yeah, like
Smelling it. Yeah.
cutting a little bit.
Wearing it. It puts the lotion on. Okay. Do you want to draw a card?
You want a jocker?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Here you
Let me get the one that's already just poking out.
There you go.
Yeah, go for that.
Look, it's not.
If it's rated R, we can't say it.
Yeah.
Because we already talked.
Oh, we can name some celebrities that do this.
Oh, yeah, what do we got?
Ooh.
posts all of your texts and emails online.
Yeah, red flag.
We already know who's doing those and
yeah,
why they're divorced.
Yeah.
Why do it in the first place, right?
For
attention
and get people on your side. So look at all these people said I'm right.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking for outside.
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
Shelly, you want me to do it? We have more here.
I think we have one more red flag.
We have one more red flag.
And then we have to let our new friend go. This sucks. So fun having you.
These are all red flags. Yawns every time you start a sentence.
Wait. You gotta ask.
You can't just read it yourself.
Sure.
You don't care about us.
Speaking of red flag. I don't care what they think.
Do you guys want to?
Do you order for women when you go out to eat with them too?
God, that's an obvious red flag.
Yeah, do you?
She'll have the salad.
I actually like it when somebody orders for me.
I bet.
But asks you what you want. You gotta ask what you want.
And they'll say, she'll have the da 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 da. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Or they ask in advance, what type of food do you like?
Yeah.
What do you feel like eating?
Yes.
Oh, this thing is great.
Yes.
I think you should try. Now
Yes.
I'll order it for
Yes.
you.
I feel like it's the way you order it also. Like if the guy just comes across, he's like, oh, she'll have the, instead of the,
Yeah.
she'll have the, like there's a different way to
If
do
I
it.
clearly said I like seafood or I don't eat seafood and you say she'll have this anyways, or you're ordering me a salad.
That's the one. What if he's like, oh, she'll have the salad? You're like, I'm sorry.
I
What?
wanted the steak.
Right. Like her.
The steak
She
too.
calls me up. Yeah, this monster over. She's like, Kyle, I had 2 steaks today. I'm like, I love it.
Your body loves
I
you.
love it.
And that breaking of that down.
Right?
Yeah,
great.
it's not often.
But you
To get
probably
back
needed
to
it.
I needed it.
Sorry for skipping everyone. The red flag was
Okay.
yawns every time you start a sentence. That's an obvious one, no?
Unless he's lacking oxygen.
Yeah, I know.
Lack of oxygen.
That could be an issue too.
It was like, it could be a health problem. Like, do you know that you're yawning every time you talk?
Yeah.
It's like, do you need like an oxygen tank? What's happening? Right.
Mom and me that comes out. So what is the problem here?
That's amazing. Address it straightforward. I love it.
Absolutely.
Nikki, it was so great having you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
It was awesome having you. Thank
Yeah.
you for stopping by and asking, what is this?
Yeah.
It's amazing having you on our show. This is your camera. Plug away whatever you want to plug.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. And you can find me on Instagram, Nikki Go Lightly, Nikki with 4 letters. 4-letter words are the best, even though we're G-rated. N-I-K-I and Go Lightly. Check out Shady Grove, the trailers on YouTube. Please check it out because all the views counts.
Yes, all the views count. Thank you, Nikki and Duffy for being our wonderful guests today on Good Day Live. Listen, wherever you are today, may you find the good in your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.
Slay it.